Hello, all you smerdley fans out there. Welcome to another episode, totally unscripted, of The Smerdley Show. Now, today I'd like to discuss something that's in the news recently here in California, and that is that California is way into debt, and one of the things that Governor Schwarzenegger has in mind is opening up the prison doors and letting thousands of convicted prisoners out of prison early. Now, I'm not so sure that prisons are the best thing in the world for everybody, and a lot of people are doing life in prison because of the 3 strikes law, where they're convicted of one legitimate crime, and then then they get caught jaywalking, and then they get caught with an open container or smoking a joint, and there's 3 convictions there. Send them right away for life, lock them up for life. So a lot of the people doing time in prison for life probably shouldn't be there, and I wouldn't think that prison was the best place for people who are dehumanized in the first place to become humanized. They become further dehumanized, but there are reasons why some people should be locked up forever and ever and ever. And I read in the local newspaper here in Smerdleyville that some lady wrote a letter to the editor saying, "My God, what does that Governor Schwarzenegger think he's going to accomplish by letting all these thousands of criminals out in the street, roaming around to murder and rape and commit robberies and so forth?" Well, lady, to put things in perspective, where do you think these people came from in the first place? These people are people who live down the street, people who live next door to you. These people are maybe even be your family members, your own sons, or your daughters, or even your husbands. These people may even be you. Now, take the expression serial killers, for example. No, we're not talking about, Rice Krispies and Corn Flakes and Cheerios. We're talking about serial, S-E-R-I-A-L, killers. People who kill a series of people over a period of time. If you murder a whole bunch of people all at once, and you're a mass murderer, all right? But if you commit, I don't know how many people you have to murder over a series of time to actually become a serial killer. I'm sure there's a cutoff number, like more than 4 or something, But serial killers, think about it, okay? Take your average serial killer, for example. Your average serial killer, usually some period of time elapses between one murder that he or she commits and the next murder he or she commits. So therefore they are generally pretty successful for a period of time before they are captured and convicted. Okay? Now think of your more notorious, well-known serial killers, such as, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy. Think about it, putting things in perspective. These people were not very good serial killers. The really, truly best serial killers are the ones you never hear about. Why? Because they got away with it. Many of them continue murdering, or they retire from murdering, and they live their happy lives and die of old age, never having been caught. Now, for every serial killer who is caught and convicted, right, there's probably an average of, probably 50,000 of them who don't get apprehended and who get away with it and who never get caught. comforting thought, isn't it? Particularly comforting to those of you out there who are serial murderers in denial. Now you may think that you are not a serial killer. You may think that, back in 1978, somebody pissed you off and you had no other choice except to snuff them, and that life went smoothly until, about 1985, when somebody else got on your bad side and you had no other choice but to rub them out. But for the most part, you believe in live and let live. And you believe that, in this life, everybody kills somebody once in a while. Everybody kills somebody sometime. Now, if you think that way, chances are that there's something seriously wrong with your thinking. Got that? And you're probably sitting there listening to me thinking, oh no, you're always talking about such negative things. There's so much positive in this life. Why do you have to remind me of the bad things? Why do you have to keep talking about the past? That was then. Now is now. Excuse me, I need some water. Because you go to any prison and take a survey, and probably 95% of the people in there think that they shouldn't be there with all those murderers, rapists, robbers, burglars. I shouldn't be in a place like this. I'm me. I was good to my kitty cat. I was kind to my neighbors. It's not my fault that somebody pissed me off one time, and I saw the crowbar there, and I just couldn't help myself. He shouldn't have made me all mad. I told him not to make me all mad. I told him not to make me all mad. Sometimes I just can't help it. Why should I be in this prison with all these criminals? Chances are the person in the cell next to you feels the same way. And the person in the cell next to him feels the same way. You all feel that way. You had a bad day. Somebody just wouldn't shut up. Somebody just wouldn't keep getting on your nerves. What was I supposed to do? Just let that person just keep grinding away and getting on my nerves? Just remember, this is comedy. I was just making a funny. Well, have a nice day. And try not to kill anybody.